Three rounds down and hindi natin alam kung ilan pang rounds ang ating aabutin. And immediately we go to our fourth round now sa ating 2001 Pba Annual Draft. Ang ating draft order, again, a natural order is Shell, Red Bull, Barangay Ginebra, Pop Cola, Mobiline, Santa Lucia, Tanduay, Alaska, Pure Foods, and San Miguel. Commissioner?
To start the fourth round, we now call on Shell Turbochargers.
Shell gives our fourth round pick to Tanduay.
Alright, so ang first floor trading. Ika nga, wala po tayo sa SEC, pero floor trading binigay ng Shell sa Tanduay.
Tanduay picks Dominic Uy.
Dominic Uy ang napili ng Tanduay.
I like playing defense, getting my teammates involved. I like being part of a winning team. So basically, I'll do anything that needs to be done to win. Well, basically, I've been working out, practicing with San Miguel now, and then basically that, trying to get some sleep.
Dominic Uy, mga kaibigan, 6'3" from the De La Salle University and played for Springmates sa PBL and the Iloilo Megabolts sa NBA. And you can see the joy in his face na napili siya ng Tanduay Gold Rum Masters as the first pick, 31st overall, Dominic Uy. Congratulations and welcome sa Bayan ng Superstars. A big hand for the Tanduay Gold Rum Masters and Dominic Uy. Thank you. All right. Second pick for the fourth round.
We now call on Batang Red Bull.
Red Bull gives up its fourth round pick to Tanduay Rum Masters.
Another trade on the floor. We don't know if it's a trade, but it's been ceded to Tanduay. So ang Tanduay muli ang pipili.
Tanduay picks Maui Roca.
Maui Roca has been chosen by Tanduay. A big, powerful player. Very popular as well, Maui Roca. 6'4" from the De La Salle University. Played for Wellcoat back in the PBL. And the Batangas Blades, of course, sa NBA. And you can see why he's quite popular sa NBA. And he will join the other Tanduay draftees trying out the place sa koponan ng Tanduay. Welcome sa Bayan ng Superstars. Thank you very much. We go to Barangay, or rather to the third pick in the fourth round.
We call on Barangay Ginebra Kings.
Barangay Ginebra with the 33rd pick.
Barangay Ginebra passes.
Oh, first pass of the 2001 annual draft. Nagpass po ang Barangay Ginebra. They will no longer be able to draft subsequently. Now we go to the fourth pick in the fourth round.
We now call on Pop Cola Panthers.
Pop Cola Panthers.
Pop Cola picks Rolando Basilides.
Rolando Basilides has been chosen by the Pop Cola Panthers. He is 6'4" mula sa San Sebastian College. Naglaro rin siya sa Daz, Happy, at ang kanyang huling koponan, ang Laguna Lakers ng NBA. Rolando Basilides. And he will join other Pop Cola draftees. Cese Morano, Mon Jose, and now Basilides. Medyo gumit na tayo ng konti, mga pare ko. Huwag kayo masyadong tatabi kay Miss PBA. Masyado yung gustong tabihan si Miss PBA. Mamaya meron tayong photo op. Congratulations para kay Rolando Basilides at ang Pop Cola Panthers. Alright, let's go now to our fifth pick in the fourth round.
We call on the Mobiline.
Phone pals muli.
Mobiline picks Ryan Bernardo.
Ryan Bernardo has been chosen by the Mobiline phone pals. He is actually the 34th pick overall. Si Ryan Bernardo, mga kaibigan, is 6'4" at naglaro sa University of Santo Tomas. Kilalang kilala ni Coach Arik Del Rosario yan. And a platoon of the Mobiline phone pals welcoming Ryan Bernardo sa kanilang kampo. Another wide body joining the PBA, or at least hopefully joining the PBA. Thank you very much, Mobiline at si Ryan Bernardo. Now we go to our sixth pick para sa fourth round with Commissioner June Bernardino.
We call on Santa Lucia Realtors.
Santa Lucia picks Francis Zamora.
Francis Zamora has been chosen by Santa Lucia. Also a veteran of the PBL.
I can bring, the discipline, hard work, hustle, yung defense and rebounding. Tsaka yung scoring naman, lahat ng teams yung mga scorers na. So siguro ang mga idol ko kasi sa PBA sila Eldefonso and Menk. Siguro hindi ganun yung magiging game ko. I'm gonna be more of like sila Velasco and Nabuda.
Francis Zamora, mga kaibigan, 6'5". Naglaro sa De La Salle University. Of course, plays for Wellcoat sa PBL. And now he is going to try and join the Santa Lucia Realtors. He is the 35th draft overall ngayong taon na to. Again, can we request everyone to just stay a little bit in the center for our friends from the media. Oh, this guy's big. Santa Lucia Realtors and Francis Zamora. Congratulations and good luck. Now we go to the seventh pick of the fourth round.
We again call on the Tanduay Ram Master.
Tanduay muli.
Tanduay picks Jay Magat.
Jay Magat, a quick guard from the NBA. He's 5'10", naglaro para sa PSBA and subsequently joined the Pasig Rizal Pirates and now plays for the Socsargen Marlins. Ngayon, Tanduay na pumili sa kanya. Jay Magat, an excellent point guard, shooting three-pointers, and a super quick player. Tanduay started late in its drafting, but, well, they have certainly come out smoking here. They have had a total of 6 picks now sa ating draft pool. Jay Magat joins Agapito, Kalimag, De Jesus, Uy, Roca in the Tanduay draftees. We go to our 8th pick of the fourth round.
We call on the Alaska Aces.
Alaska passes.
All right, so Alaska is the second team to pass. Now we go to our 9th pick of the 4th round.
We call on Pure Foods TJ Hot Dog.
Pure Foods picks Jonathan De Guzman.
Jonathan De Guzman ang napili po ng Pure Foods. Another one of those NBA veterans. He's a guard from the Adamson University Falcons. And of course, naglaro po siya para sa Pampanga Dragons. A little smile from Jonathan De Guzman. And the Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs. Alvin Patrimonio doing the honors. Mas madaling mag-shoot ng bola kaysa magsuot ng jacket, Alvin. Palibasa, jacket ni EJ File yata yung sinusuot mo eh. Jonathan De Guzman, mga kaibigan. Ang draft ng Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs as their 9th pick of the 4th round. Now we go to the final choice of the 4th round.
We call on San Miguel Beermen.
San Miguel muli.
San Miguel picks Cali John Orfresio.
Cali John Olfresio.
Hard work, because I'm usually the hustler on the team. I dive for the balls, I do the dirty work, as they say. I was then drafted 3 years ago by Wellcoat. My position right now is off guard, small forward.
Cali John Olfresio played for the De La Salle University, aside from, of course, as he said, naglalaro siya para sa Wellcoat sa PBL. And he'll join already a formidable backcourt line ng San Miguel. And he is the 38th pick overall in this year's 2001 Pba Annual Draft. Again, ang San Miguel Beer with Cali John Olfresio. Palakpakan po natin. All right, we've got, that's the 4th round. Tapos na po tayo sa 4th round. We will immediately go to the 5th round now. Dalawang kuponan na po nagpapass ang Barangay Ginebra at saka ang Alaska Aces. Commissioner, for our 5th round.
We call on Batang Red Bull.
Batang Red Bull muli.
Red Bull gives up its 5th round draft pick to Tanduay Ram Masters.
Again, another seeding of its draft to Tanduay. And Tanduay will make another choice. They've had 6 already.
Tanduay picks David Matthew Freedom.
Oh, a late entry sa ating PBA pool.
Playing the off guard, the shooting guard, because I like being outside so I can penetrate and I can see the whole court and pass. I play unselfishly. I like to pass the ball a lot and I do what it takes to win the game. After playing high school basketball, I've been involved with lots of leagues in the LA area, including Phil-Am leagues and open leagues and types like that. Hopefully I can play on a professional level in the PBA. You know, I'd love to play professional basketball ever since I was young and little, so I've been playing a lot, and I think, you know, I'm ready to be at this level, and hopefully we'll see on Sunday if I get drafted.
David Matthew Friedhoff, mga kaibigan. 6'3", from the Apple Valley High School in America. Played for the Phil-Am Leagues of Los Angeles. A late entry sa ating draft pool. Pero nasili pa rin ang Tanduay, and now he will try his luck as the 7th draftee ng Tanduay and the first one in the 5th round. Congratulations and good luck to David Matthew Friedhoff and Tanduay. We go to the second pick of the 5th round. Commissioner Jun.
We now call on Shell Turbochargers.
Shell picks Arvin Adobo.
Arvin Adovo, ang pangalan po niya. He is 5'10", from the played for the University of Santo Tomas. At naglaro siya sa Cebu League at sa Batangas Blades ng NBA. At siyang pinili ng Shell as their second pick in the 5th round. Arvin Adovo. Another guard to help out si Jerry Esplana. Ngayon ikaw ang tutulong sa pagsuot ng jacket, pero siguraduhin mo lang na matutulungan ka rin ni Arvin. Maraming salamat. Good luck sa iyo, Arvin. All right, we go to the next pick in the 5th round, Commissioner.
We now call on Pop Cola.
Pop Cola picks Joshua Lambert.
Joshua Lambert. All right, si Joshua Lambert is not around. So congratulations sa kanya. Siya ang napili ng Pop. Oh, excuse me. He's here. Joshua Lambert. Let me just say I'm sorry about that. Joshua Lambert is 6'2", from the USAF Academy and plays for the Shark team sa PBL. I didn't quite see you. I thought you were a movie actor somewhere there. So. Joshua Lambert is Pop Cola's first choice here in the 5th round, although Pop Cola said a couple, or several in fact. They're all on stage right now, and he will be the 5th draftee ng Panthers. And this Panthers team is just going all out here. Again, Joshua Lambert and the Pop Cola Panthers. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now we go to the next choice.
We call again on the Mobiline phone pass.
Mobiline muli.
Mobiline picks Gerald Ibanez.
Gerard Ibanez ang napili po ng Mobiline phone pals. Another big player. At medyo ang ating draft pool ay numinipis na. We've had 42 players already drafted as of the moment. It has been a rich draft pool indeed. And Ibanez is now drafted by the Mobiline phone pals. Good luck to you as we go to the next pick in the 5th round.
We again call on Santa Lucia Realtors.
Santa Lucia picks Peter June Simon.
Peter June Simon has been chosen by Santa Lucia. He's a guard from the University of Mindanao. And he played for the UM Coca-Cola Davao team and the Iloilo Megavolts. Wala sa NBA. Wala siya. Alright, so congratulations. We go to the next choice now.
We again call on Tanduay Ram Masters.
Tanduay muli. Forty-three players have already been chosen now. Out of the 57 in our draft pool, two teams have passed. And we've got 8 more teams rotating.
Tanduay picks Michael Robinson.
Michael Robinson ang napili ng Tanduay. Small player from San Sebastian College. He stands 5 feet 9 at naglalaro siya ngayon para sa Shark sa PBL. Michael Robinson. I think this is the 8th draftee of Tanduay this year. Maraming salamat kay Michael Robinson at sa Tanduay Gold Rum Masters. Alaska has already passed, so we go to the next pick, Commissioner Jun.
Yes, we call on Pure Foods TJ Hot Dog.
Pure Foods.
Pure Foods is giving its pick to San Miguel Beer.
All right, so Pure Foods has given its pick to San Miguel. And Mr. Robert Non will make the announcement for San Miguel.
San Miguel picks Allen Glenn Patrimonio.
That is a name that is familiar. Allen Glenn Patrimonio. He has been chosen by San Miguel Beer. A lot of people thought he would have joined his brother Alvin. But Allen Glenn Patrimonio will try to carve a name for himself. 6'2", mula sa De La Salle University. Naglalaro para sa Wellcoat. A huge banging player inside. Allen Glenn Patrimonio will join several brother tandems in the PBA. Again, the San Miguel delegation is headed by SMB Governor Alberto Manlapit and the rest of the beermen. And now, Allen Glenn Patrimonio. And I'm sure Alvin does not mind. Thank you very much. All right, ang next pick, Commissioner Jun.
We have San Miguel again.
San Miguel muli.
San Miguel picks Sagani Malindog.
Can we have that again?
Malindog.
Malindog, all right. Isagani Malindog ang napili po ng San Miguel. A 6-feet guard from the National University. Ang alma mater ni Daniel Defonso. Played for the NU Bulldogs. And I'm sure that he's going to be honored to be playing alongside the PBA's MVP, Danny I. Isagani Malindog. Ang gaganda ng mga pangalan nila. Ratsyada ang San Miguel dito sa 5th round, 2 sunod. At ngayon, maraming palaisipan si Coach Jong Oichigo kung sino ang kanyang pananatiliin sa kanyang koponan. Maraming salamat po sa San Miguel Beer at si Isagani Malindog. Alright, that completes our 5th round. And immediately we go to the 6th round, Commissioner Jun.
We now call on Shell Turbochargers.
Shell passes.
All right, so Shell is the third team to pass. Now we go to the next pick.
We call on Batang Red Bull.
Batang Red Bull passes.
Another pass. Next.
We call on Pop Cola.
Pop Cola Panthers.
Pop Cola passes.
Another pass here. So we've got 5 teams already passing. Commissioner?
We call on Mobiline Phone Pal.
Mobiline picks Jonathan Serrano.
Jonathan Serrano.
Superstar DJs. Here we go! Hey girls.
I can be effective as a backward player. I can defend. I can press. I can pass the ball well.
Here we go! Hey girls.
Jonathan Serrano, mga kaibigan, is a 5'10 player from UP. Naglaro sa PBL at naglaro sa Manila Metro Stars para sa NBA. He is actually the 49th pick of the Pba Annual Draft. And he will try his luck with the Mobiline Phone Pals na nagpapatuloy sa kanilang mga choices ito sa ating draft. Thank you very much sa Mobiline Phone Pals at si Jonathan Serrano. Next, Commissioner.
We again call on Santa Lucia Realtors.
Santa Lucia. 5 teams have passed already. We've got 5 more teams.
Santa Lucia picks Yode Garcia.
Leody Garcia ang napili po ng Santa Lucia. Leody Garcia is 6'3". Muli, nagmumula sa gawing Timog. Hindi po Timog, Quezon City. Sa University of San Jose, Recoletos. Naglaro para sa Surigao Warriors. Back in the NBA. And Santa Lucia continuing its options here sa ating draft by choosing Leody Garcia in the 6th round as the 50th pick overall. Thank you very much. Bibilangin ko ulit, Commissioner. Next pick, Commissioner.
We would like to call again on Tanduay Ram Masters.
Tanduay muli.
Tanduay passes.
Another pass, so 6 na yan. Next, Commissioner. Nagpass ang Alaska, so we go to the next pick.
Yes, we now call on Pure Foods TJ Hot Dog.
Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs for their 49th pick of the PBA Annual Draft.
Pure Foods passes.
All right. 7 teams down. Next, Commissioner.
We now call on San Miguel Beermen.
San Miguel Beer.
San Miguel passes.
San Miguel has passed. So we go. That ends officially the 6th round. And now we will go to the 7th round dahil may dalawa pang koponan na hindi nagpapass. And Commissioner?
We now call on Mobiline Phone Pal.
Mobiline passes.
Mobiline has already passed. Only 1 team left. Commissioner?
We now call on Santa Lucia Realtors.
Santa Lucia with a final is the final team that can make a choice here in the annual draft.
Santa Lucia passes.
Santa Lucia has passed. And Commissioner, to declare the drafting officially over after 48 players being drafted from the PBA pool.
Thank you very much, Nolly. And before we formally and officially declare the PBA 2001 Annual Draft, We would like all members of the PBA family, the old and the new, to please stand up and give our fans here a big round of applause and in thanking them for their all-out support. Salamat po sa inyong lahat, PBA fans. Thank you, and we now declare the PBA Annual Draft closed.
Thank you very much, Commissioner June. We would also like to request all of the draftees to come forward a little later to have a formal photo opportunity for our members of the press. Lang lahat po ng draftees ngayong araw na ito. Well, that formally ends our 2001 PBA Annual Draft. 48 players out of 57 were chosen today, and what a draft day it has been. Sana po ay magkita-kita tayo, ilang tulog na lamang ang inyong PBA, and we know that the 2001 season is going to be a little more exciting this year. Sa ngalan po sa amin lahat dito, mula sa Bayan ng Superstars, of course headed by our Commissioner June Bernardino, our Viva team, Kunito Henson and Anthony Suntay, ako po si Noli Ayala, thanking you all for coming here sa Glorieta Center and joining us for the 2001 PBA Annual Draft.
The 2001 PBA Annual Draft will be right back.
If the number of fans who jam-packed the Glorieta today was any indication, this season of the PBA is going to be a sensational one.
Yes, I think so, Ronnie. With the crowds that have gathered here, it speaks well of the coming season. And I hope that the fans continue to support the league.
The new chairman of the PBA, of course, Mr. Iggy Yenko of Mobiline. It's been a good draft. There's been a lot of depth, 57 in terms of numbers. A lot of great players, a lot of sleepers, as Kunito Henson would say. Unknowns who've been really picked up. Rabak was one of the big names that was bruited about. Then De Jesus came out of nowhere. Hinebra made a couple of surprise picks. So overall, it's been an intriguing draft.
Yes, that's right. We picked about 48 players out of the 57. And I was jokingly telling my co-players and coaches that, why not pick everybody?
Now, yes,
it's a good draft.
Last year, despite the economic slump, gate receipts up by 19%, television ratings went up, the fans have come out in their thousands. You've got 32 players from the NBA coming into the league, 13 top players from the PBL, a lot of very qualified, talented, genuine Philams. You must be very happy. It looks like an auspicious start for your chairmanship.
I'm very happy, Ronnie, and as I said in my previous talks with you, I'm hoping that we maintain the PBA as the premier local sports entertainment in the country.
One of the other things that the league has done so far, it had a few problems early last year, but it's got on over the hump. It has enhanced its integrity by the steps it's taken, and now you can look for nothing but look forward.
Yes, we're looking forward to a very good year.
Well, we hope also that as chairman, you'll bring a little luck to your team, Mobiline. I hope they'll have also a very good year, because I'm sure Mr. Manny Pangilinan would want nothing more than to see his team also do well.
Yes, of course, we're building up the team, and as you know, we reached the semifinals in the third conference, and I'm sure my boss will not want to go lower than that.
Well, congratulations on your election. We look forward to a great working relationship, and the best of luck to you.
Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you.
Okay, there you had Chairman Iggy Yenko of the PBA Board of Governors. Over now to Anthony and Kunito.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ronnie Nathaniels, of course, with our new chairman. Anthony Suntay nga po with Kunito Henson. And Kunito, we're going to start discussing this very intriguing draft wherein so many players were taken in. In fact, a lot more than I expected. But before anything else, pasalamatan muna natin, Kunito, yung mga kaibigan natin from Aqua Zoo, because they were the ones who were feeding us this entire annual draft dito po sa Glorieta Activity Center. Remember, Aqua Zoo has a casual dining restaurant serving fusion dishes with an underwater theme-inspired ambiance. It's open daily for lunch, dinner, and drinks. And for reservations and more info, you can call this number, 633-0740. Now, Kinito, going back to the draft, pinag-usapan nga natin that so many players were picked. Were you surprised at the actual numbers of players chosen dito sa draft natin?
Actually, hindi. No? Alam ko naman maraming mapipili dito. No? Remember, we had not 57 but 58 players because si Friedhoff, mga kaibigan, came in as a late entry. So 58 total players. And a lot of them are, sabi nga nila, no, established pros coming from the Metropolitan Basketball Association. In fact, over 30 of them came in. Kanya, a lot of these players have been scouted. Marami sa kanila napanood na natin on television, no? Especially the NBA players, the PBL players as well. A lot of the unknown quantities were the Philams. No? At sabi nga nila, marami sa mga Philams are called sleepers. Unknown, unheralded players who may turn out to be stars. 48 players were picked. Partner and Tandwai led the pack with 9 draftees. Now that's an indication that Tandwai really is thinking of rebuilding. Maraming player na na-injure over the last season. A lot of the players, or some of their players are also are question marks for the coming season. Kanya, Coach Derek Pomarant went deep down into the draft and picked 9 players. Of course, we have to say here, Anthony, no, that once a player is drafted, doesn't mean that that player will already be playing for that team. No, he will first have to undergo tryouts and then sign a contract. It's also possible that some players' drafting rights are to be traded. So, marami pa pag-uusapan dito, mga kaibigan. It's not the end of the story here in the draft.
Bago lahat, of course, before we go through each and every team dito po sa ating PBA season, would you say that the players who are former pros who played in the NBA would have an advantage playing in a pro-style kind of league entering the PBA?
I think so, no? The NBA league is an established league, no? It's had 3 years of experience. A lot of the players, of course, have gone from one gym to another, one building to another, and they've gained confidence and experience playing against each other, playing in a quality competitive league, no? And now they're taking that talent, that experience into the PBA. Definitely, they will have a big advantage. Willie Miller, for instance, played in the NBA, and he will bring his talent and his experience into the PBA. He was our #1 overall draft pick this year.
And yung Red Bull po ang una natin pag-uusapan dito sa ating paghihimay ng mga players na nakuha ng bawat koponan.
Well, ito partner, no, tatlo lang napili ng Red Bull. You take a look at the record of Red Bull this past season, 15 wins, 22 losses. Didn't make it in the quarterfinals in the first 2 conferences, but in the third conference, pumasok sila sa semifinals, took 3rd place, and they're hoping to build on that great finish. The coach Yeng Giao had a lot of sleepless nights wondering who his first-round pick would be. Pero napili nila si Miller as an insurance for Jim Walterion, who will be operated next Friday for a dislocated right shoulder. No? Ang napili din nila, si Viloria, is another point guard. Dave Bautista, he's 6'4", so they've got 2 of the 3 players are point guards who will fortify their backcourt for sure.
Well, Kinito, right now, Mr. Ronnie Nathaniels is with the head coach of Red Bull, na si Yeng Giao. Mr. Ronnie.
Thank you very much. Coach, you spent sleepless nights deciding what to do between Willie Miller and John Arrigo. You saw both of them work out. Then Rabak suddenly came into the picture. You thought about that. You tried to figure that you could pick Rabak, then give him to Shell, trade him, get what the player they picked, and get something extra, but they didn't bite. You they were pretty smart too. So you ultimately decided on Miller. What was the basic reason?
Well, we felt that Willie Miller would make an immediate impact with the team. We really had an agonizing time, no, making a choice between Arrigo and Miller, because Arrigo really had the potential. He was young, he had the skills, he had the talent. But we felt that it would take a little while before he would make an impact because he hasn't experienced the local style of play, and we would need to build up his body. So we went with Willie Miller because he was really a tested player in every league that he played in, the NCAA, the PBL, the UAAP, I mean the NBA. He was always successful wherever he went. So we felt that that was the type of player we needed.
Especially because Jim Walterion will go under the knife, so you have a problem you at the point.
That was really a big consideration. Jim Wells' operation will probably lose him for 4 to 6 months. So Willie Miller will really be a big help at the point guard position.
But you're still a little short in the point guard position. You've got Otto Augustine, but I don't think you wanted to risk playing Otto for many minutes, and therefore you had to go with a younger guy like Miller.
Yes, definitely. And we've had the luxury of having Arrigo and Miller practice with us since we were having to pick first in the draft. So we asked them and invited them to practice with us. So that gave us a really good feel and a really good idea of whom we really needed.
Were you surprised that Arrigo went down so low and Alaska was able to pick him up?
I was surprised. I thought that maybe he was either 1, 2, or 3 at the most. Yeah. But Alaska really got a good player in Arrigo.
Especially after Quinito Henson wrote so much about John Arrigo and nobody picked him up till number 5. I don't know whether he was playing games or what, but Quinito is always a great guy doing that kind of a thing. So Alaska got a steal, I think.
Yes, definitely. And I think all of the things that Quinito had said were true. They were true. They were not bola or anything.
Well, obviously nobody believed him, so that's why they picked him number 5. No, he was great. He was great. I mean, I think John Arrigo will be a great asset to the league and also to Alaska. And Willie Miller will be sensational for you. And you're looking forward to a great All-Filipino.
I hope so. I'm really looking forward to having Jimwell Torion play the point guard and then Willie Miller play the number 2 guard. We'll have a real big ball when they play that.
That's too much. Over now to Anthony Suntay and Quinito Henson.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Ronnie. Coach Yeng, the check from Quinito is in the mail. Don't worry.
Partner, dapat siguro sabihin din natin that Kirby Raimundo will be playing for Red Bull this coming season. He only played 6 games for Red Bull last season, but in those 6 games, partner, ang average niya 12.3 points. He will be a major addition to this team. Coming off that third place finish in the third conference, they will have Davon Harp back. They will have Mick Pinisi. Napili pa nila si Willie Miller. And then they'll have Kirby Raimundo back in harness. And I think Red Bull, well, things are certainly going to look up for Red Bull this coming season.
Okay, pag-usapan naman natin yung next team in line. Of course, we have this time Shell. And Shell also had a good draft. In fact, maybe one of the sleepers, maybe probably the biggest sleeper in Michael Rabak.
Well, I don't know about a sleeper, you could also mean that Rabak could be a yawner instead of a sleeper. Hindi natin malaman because we really haven't seen him play. Alam natin malaki siya, And Shell, trying to go for a big body as an insurance for Benji Paras, went for Rabak and is pinning its hopes that Rabak will be able to perform and deliver. Now, nakuha nila si Dino Manuel is also a big boy. He's 6'5", and Adovo is going to be another insurance package for Shell at 5'10". So tatlo napili ng Shell. Now, to recap, this was a horrendous season for the Turbochargers. In all 3 conferences this past season, hindi sila pumasok maski na sa quarterfinals. And it was a terrible season because Benji Paras sat out so many games. He sat out 22 games, played in only 11. Now, they've taken away some players from the Shell lineup. Jay Mendoza is no longer with the team. Bricks Encarnacion at saka si Romel Santos. They've brought in Rob Wainwright, and they're hoping to be able to sign up Matt Mitchell from the NBA. They were able to put his papers in on time in the PBA office. They're just awaiting for his Department of Justice confirmation. So he would also be a big addition to this team. Coach Perry Ronquillo hoping to rebound with Shell.
Well, pag-usapan natin, the next team, of course, is Ginebra, one of the first teams to have passed dito po sa ating annual draft. And how was it for Barangay Ginebra?
A big surprise, because ang pinili ng Barangay Ginebra in the first round was a guard, Mark Caguio. He played for Glendale Junior College in the States. He is a Phil-Am, and it looks like the Ginebra scouting team must have seen something in Caguio that none of the other teams, including us sports writers, knew. And he was a surprise first-round pick. But hey, I'm sure Coach Alan Kaidik has something up his sleeve. Now, Basco is a big guy, 6'7", as well as Piodo, who is a 6'5" player. So 2 big guys and 1 point guard for Barangay Ginebra. Baldavid, I understand, is still not signed by Barangay Ginebra, but I expect him to be signed. Things may be also looking up here for Barangay Ginebra. I expect Ginebra to get involved a lot in the trading market these next couple of days. Julin Pot is back. Jay Helterbrand is also back. Alex Crisano, Vergel Meneses. As far as Ginebra's season was concerned, 15-22. That was their overall record. They were a win more than the previous season when they only had 14 wins. They made it to the quarterfinals of all 3 conferences, but never made it to the semifinals in any conference this past season.
Well, talking about the Popcola Panthers, they have made waves during the offseason, of course, acquiring Pochuino and Johnny Barrientos. And here in the draft, they were also very active.
5 napili ng Popcola. You take a look at those players. Oh, that was quick. But si Jovi Cese ang unang-una napili nila. and he's a 6'2 player. Ato Morano is going to give them some depth at the shooting guard position. Then there's Mon Jose, who is a LaSalle Championship UAAP veteran. Then they had Basilides, and they also had Joshua Lambert at 6'2". So 5 players went to Papcola coach Shot Reyes, hoping to be able to bounce back with, as you said, a reunion of sorts of Alaska players dito sa Papcola. Johnny Barrientos, nakausap natin kanina, he's very excited to play for the Panthers. Pochwinyo makakasama niya. These are the players chosen by Papcola in the draft, headed by Joe Vicese. At well, sinasabi nga natin na parang Alaska reunion dito sa Papcola. Of course, Chot Reyes used to be an assistant coach at Alaska. Pochwinyo is going to be playing also for Papcola this coming season. And Jojo Lastimosa will be there to provide a leadership. Papcola, well, this could be Papcola's year to bounce back.
Well, the Mobiline phone pals have been trying for so long. They've been rebuilding and rebuilding. And in this draft, they were able to get some pretty good players as well.
Ani manapili ng Mobiline, no? But we have 5 players listed there. Siguro hindi na nagkasya yung ating graphic, no? But Demape, Longalong, Bernardo, Ibanez, Serrano coming in. There was also, let's see, Norman Gonzalez was also picked by Mobiline. No? So there were 6 players chosen by Mobiline. A lot of those players are players who played for Louis Alas in the Manila Metro Stars in the NBA. So he's very familiar with those players. No? And for Mobiline, I think this is a legacy that the NBA has produced a lot of great talent. No? Jerome Hercito also has played for Mobiline, has played in the NBA, and he'll also be a stalwart here. And I expect Ejercito to perhaps play the natural number 2 position to give way for Demape at the point guard position. Don Camaso, also an NBA player, is playing for Mobiline. A lot of great prospects here for Mobiline. 6 new additions out of the rookie draft to join hands with Camaso, Ejercito, Pablo, Jericho Diniera, Bong Ravena, also a former NBA player. Now, out of the Mobiline team are Al Solis, who's no longer with that team. Eric Reyes is also no longer with that team, as well as Boyet Francisco.
Well, we've only talked about the first 5 teams. We got 5 more to go. Before we take this break, we'd like to thank our friends once again sa Destiny Cable for lending us that widescreen that we used dito po sa ating annual draft for the year 2000. We'll be back with the next 5 teams right after this.